Police seize illegal firearm in St. James. The police in St. James this morning recovered an illegal gun and several rounds of ammunition in the community of Roadsides community. It is reported that about 6 a.m. police personnel were on mobile patrol when they observed a man allegedly throwing an object over a fence before fleeing. The police say a search was carried out, and the firearm, which turned out to be an Intratec 9mm pistol, was found alongside 11 rounds of ammunition. Investigations are ongoing. Female cop rob of firearm cache in Portsmouth. Police are searching for criminals who held up and robbed a female constable of her weapon and close to $300,000 in cash in Portsmouth, St. Catherine on Tuesday. Reports said that the woman went to an ATM and withdrew cash, and while making her way to her private motor vehicle in the parking lot, she was held up by a gunman. Sources report that the police constable was then robbed of her weapon, her phone, and the cash. The robber then escaped from the area on a waiting motorcycle. Ex-army man among 3 arrested on gun charge. An ex-soldier is among 3 men charged with breaches of the Firearm Act following the seizure of an illegal gun and ammunition in Trelawney on Monday. The 3 accused are ex-soldiers Corey Locke, 41, of Labour Heights, Kingstown, 17, mechanic Shane McFarlane, 34, of New Road District in St. Thomas, and 32-year-old mechanic Carl Javon Leslie of Lower York, Seaford in St. Thomas. Locke is also a fisherman. Reports from the police in Trelawney are that they were conducting spot checks on the Rock Main Road in the parish when the driver of a Toyota Corolla motor car was signaled to stop. The vehicle was searched, and a Beretta 9mm pistol, affixed with a magazine containing 7 9mm cartridges, was found on the floor. The 3 occupants of the vehicle were taken to the Falmouth police station, where they were jointly charged. A date for their court appearance has not yet been set. Chef murdered at bar. A 21-year-old chef is the 10th person to be murdered in the parish of St. James since the start of 2022. He has been identified as Dimitri Dawson, otherwise called Dimmy, of Bread Lane in Paradise, Norwood. Reports from the Montego Hills police are that about 3 p.m. yesterday, Dawson was standing at a bar along Bread Lane when he was approached by 2 men. The men brandished handguns and opened fire, hitting Dawson multiple times before making their escape from the area. The police were summoned, and upon arrival, Dawson, who was lying in a pool of blood, was rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital where he was pronounced dead. Norwood has been one of the worst crime-stricken communities in St. James that has been overrun by murders in recent years. It is also one of the 2 communities within the parish that is presently a zone of special operation. Double murder in St. James. The police were alerted this morning to a home in St. James where the body of a young girl who was said to be missing from last year and a man were found. Deceased are 15-year-old Tony Ann Reed and O'Shane Spence, otherwise called Private. It is reported that about 2 a.m., gunmen entered Spence Roehampton District home where he and Tony Ann were in bed. Several shots were fired, and the 2 were later discovered dead with several gunshot wounds. The police say Spence has been under their radar for some time. Reed's father, who came on the scene, indicated that he had been trying to locate her since last year. He explained that while he and his daughter communicated, she did not disclose her exact location. Investigations are underway. Dutch authorities await digital investigation into Jah Cure's phone. Reggae singer Jah Cure will spend at least 7 more weekends behind prison walls. It is expected that the trial, the substantive hearing into his attempted murder case, will take place on March 8 at 2 p.m. It was revealed during the 2-hour hearing in the Netherlands court this morning that the prosecution was awaiting the result of a digital investigation into the Love Is singer's phone. The embattled singer appeared alongside his attorney-at-law, John Cure, to face a battery of charges that includes attempted murder and aggravated assault. Franklin Watimena, a press officer with the Netherlands Public Prosecution Service in Amsterdam, explained that the investigation into the stabbing was entering its final phase, and the prosecution was awaiting a digital investigation into the suspect's phone. The investigation into the stabbing by the suspect is in the final phase, Watimena responded via email this morning. The prosecutor is only waiting for the result of the digital investigation into the suspect's phone. The public prosecutor is also awaiting pertinent information from Jamaican authorities regarding Cure's prior convictions. Jah Cure legal team will be asserting that Jah Cure acted in self-defense. In an early interview with the Jamaica Observer, Cure noted that he has thoroughly interviewed the singer and is prepared to argue his case. Mr. Alcock is waiting for his trial because he wants to clear his name. Mr. Alcock testified in details what happened, and for him it was clear self-defense situation, Cure said. Witnesses have to be interrogated. Cure is the founding partner of the firm Cure Nielsen's, which specializes in criminal laws. Jah Cure, whose real name is Sikatori Alcock, is charged with attempted murder, attempted manslaughter, aggravated assault, or attempted aggravated assault, following an alleged stabbing incident involving concert promoter Nicardo Papa Blake. Cure was arrested following the incident in Dam Square in the city center of Amsterdam on October 1. Cure is no stranger to the inner workings of the justice system. In April 1999, he was found guilty of and sentenced to 15 years in prison for rape. He was released from jail on parole in July 2007 after serving 8 years of the sentence. In 2015, he was arrested by the Trinidad and Tobago court marshals shortly after completing his performance at the O2 Park in Chigaramas. He was charged with accepting money to perform and not showing up. However, after lengthy discussions between his lawyer Mario Merritt and attorneys representing the promoter, whom he owed more than TNT $83,000 in performance fee, the artist was allowed to go free. He paid US $6,000 in cash to the court and agreed to pay the remainder. Samuels declared Popcaan's name. Bert Samuels, attorney-at-law representing Popcaan, says he intends to clear his client's name amidst allegations made that he is a gang leader. We will be making contact with the Jamaican government to try and clear his name about gang leader this and gunman that, Samuels told Jamaica Observer yesterday afternoon. His statement came after several tweets made by the entertainer early Wednesday morning that he was subject to more than 3 hours of wait time by the United Kingdom immigration officers investigating claims that he was involved in criminal activities. I would like to know why someone with authority in Jamaica sent information to England that I'm a gang leader and I got charged with firearm. This is not cool at all. From my own country, why I have to be sitting in immigration for over 3 hours, the DJ, whose given name is Andre Sutherland, posted on Twitter at 2:30 a.m. In a subsequent tweet, Popcaan called on Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sports, Olivia Babsy-Grange, to intervene. At Babsy-Grange, I tried to ask for help with this before. Why people from my own country fighting Popcaan and telling lies about me and sending it to other countries? I don't know what caused, but it needs to be off my name, he said. When the Observer contacted Grange, she said she had tried to make contact with the DJ, but it proved futile. I saw a tweet where he mentioned me, and I reached out to him, but he hasn't responded, she said.